Pay attention to this gym security footage carefully. January 8th, 2023, 5:07 a.m. Platinum Fitness, Austin, Texas. Camera 3. Cardio section. You see a woman on the treadmill, 26 years old, athletic build, running at a steady pace. In the background, barely visible, a man on the elliptical machine, watching her in the mirror. Camera switches. January 15th. Same time, 5:07 a.m. She's on the stair climber now. He's on a bike, 20 feet away. Eyes on her. Camera switches again. January 22nd, 5:07 a.m. She's doing lunges in the weight area. He's pretending to adjust a bench press, staring. This pattern continues every single Monday. Same time, same woman, same man. For 6 months, 24 separate instances captured on gym cameras. But here's what makes this different. She never knew he was there, never noticed, until February 9th, 2023, when she rejected his advances in the parking lot, and 3 days later she was found dead in her apartment, strangled. This is the story of how a fitness routine became a stalker's obsession. How gym surveillance cameras documented 6 months of predatory behavior, and how one rejection turned observation into murder. Her name was Vanessa Torres, and the man who killed her had been memorizing her every move. Before we go any further, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you, and if you're new here, click the subscribe button so you never miss any of our upcoming videos. If you believe women deserve to work out without fear, hit that subscribe button. Cases like Vanessa's prove that stalking is never harmless. Don't let her story be forgotten. Vanessa Torres, at 26 years old, personal training certification, fitness competitor, the kind of physique that came from years of dedicated training. 5'6", toned athletic build, competed in bikini fitness competitions, placed third in her division at the Texas State Championship in 2022. She wasn't just fit, she was disciplined, strict routine, same schedule every week. Up at 4:30 a.m. at Platinum Fitness by 5 a.m. Workout for 90 minutes. Shower. Work by 8 a.m. She worked as a pharmaceutical sales rep. Good money, nice apartment, single, focused on her career and competition prep. People who knew Vanessa described her as friendly but private, polite, professional, not the type to lead anyone on, not the type to play games, just someone who took her health seriously and worked hard for the body she had. But that body, that routine, that consistency, it made her a target. Michael Shaw, 34 years old, IT consultant, average build, lived alone. No criminal record, no red flags. Just a regular guy who joined Platinum Fitness in early January 2023. Paid cash for a 6-month membership. Told the front desk he wanted to get in shape, start the new year right. But Michael didn't join to work out. He joined because he'd seen Vanessa, coffee shop across from the gym. He'd watched her walk in one morning, watched her walk out 90 minutes later, hair still damp, gym bag over her shoulder, tight athletic wear showing the results of her training, and he became obsessed. January 8th, 2023, Michael's first day at Platinum Fitness. Security footage shows him arriving at 5:05 a.m., 2 minutes before Vanessa's usual arrival time. He goes straight to the elliptical machine, positioned perfectly, mirror view of the treadmills. Vanessa arrives 5:07 a.m., like clockwork, gets on treadmill 4, her usual spot, starts her run. Michael watches, doesn't exercise hard, just maintains slow pace. Eyes on the mirror, tracking her. She finishes 30 minutes later, moves to the stair climber. He switches to a bike, maintains distance, maintains view. This becomes the pattern. Every Monday and Thursday, Vanessa's workout days. Michael shows up 5 minutes early, positions himself where he can watch. The gym has 12 cameras, motion activated, recording everything. And over 6 months, those cameras capture Michael's escalation. At first, he keeps distance, 20 feet, different equipment, just watching. But by March, he's closer, 15 feet. Sometimes on the machine next to hers if it's available. By April, he's timing his water breaks to coincide with hers, standing near the fountain when she fills her bottle. By May, he's in the same sections. If she's doing weights, he's suddenly interested in weights. If she's stretching, he needs to stretch too. But Vanessa doesn't notice. The gym is busy even at 5 a.m. 15 to 20 people, regulars. Everyone focused on their own workout. Headphones in, eyes down. She's not paying attention to who's around her. She's focused, training for her next competition in August, June 2023. Michael's behavior changes. The cameras show him arriving earlier, 4:50 a.m. now, waiting in the parking lot, watching for her car, a white Honda Civic. When she pulls in, he waits 5 minutes, then follows her inside, makes it look coincidental. Police would later pull every second of footage from January to July. They'd count 24 separate occasions where Michael was at the gym at the same time as Vanessa. He had no other pattern. Didn't come on Tuesdays or Wednesdays or weekends, only Mondays and Thursdays, only when she was there, only at 5 a.m. His membership allowed 24/7 access, but he only used it during her workouts. The gym manager would later testify she never noticed. Michael was quiet, kept to himself, paid his fees, didn't cause problems. There was no reason to watch him. Until February 9th, 2023, Thursday morning. Vanessa finishes her workout, 6:35 a.m., walks to her car in the parking lot. Security camera from the gym exterior captures what happens next. Michael approaches her, walks up as she's loading her gym bag. They talk. 30 seconds. Then Vanessa shakes her head, steps back, gets in her car, drives away. Michael stands there, watching her leave, then gets in his car, a gray sedan, and follows her. Vanessa's roommate later told police that Vanessa mentioned it that evening. Said some guy from the gym had asked her out. She'd said no, told him she wasn't interested, didn't think much of it. Happens sometimes. Men approach. You decline politely. Move on. But Michael didn't move on. February 10th, Friday. Vanessa doesn't go to the gym. It's not her day. She goes to work. Normal day. Comes home around 6 p.m. Her roommate is out of town for the weekend. Vanessa is alone. Building security camera shows Vanessa entering her apartment complex at 6:15 p.m. It also shows a gray sedan pulling into the visitor parking at 6:47 p.m. Michael gets out, walks toward her building. He's carrying something. A bag. February 12th, Sunday, 9:30 a.m. Vanessa's roommate returns home, finds the apartment door slightly open, calls out, no answer, walks in, finds Vanessa on the living room floor, not moving, calls 911. Paramedics arrive. Vanessa Torres is pronounced dead at the scene. Cause of death, strangulation, ligature marks on her neck, signs of struggle, defensive wounds on her hands. Medical examiner estimates time of death, February 10th. Between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m., police immediately pull building security footage. See the gray sedan. Run the plates. Registered to Michael Shaw. They go to his apartment. He's not home. Put out an alert. Find his car 6 hours later. Parked at a hotel 30 miles outside Austin. Police surround the room. He surrenders without incident. If you've watched to this extent, comment I'm still here. Let's see who's really paying attention. Inside Michael's hotel room, police find everything. Laptop open. Folder labeled V. Inside, screenshots from Vanessa's social media, her competition photos, pictures he'd taken at the gym with his phone, zoomed shots of her working out, over 300 images. They find a journal, entries dating back to December 2022, before he even joined the gym. Written observations about her schedule, what she wore, how long she worked out, what exercises she did. Detailed, obsessive. They find the gym membership receipt, cash payment, January 3rd, and they find a receipt from a hardware store, dated February 9th, the day she rejected him. Rope, duct tape, gloves. He bought them 4 hours after she said no. This wasn't a crime of passion. This was planned, calculated, immediate. Police pull the gym footage, all of it, January through February. They build a timeline, show the pattern, the escalation, the obsession, every camera angle, every instance of Michael positioning himself to watch Vanessa. The prosecution would later play a compilation in court, 30 minutes of footage, showing Michael appearing again and again. Same times, same days, always watching. The jury watched in silence. February 12th. Michael is charged with first-degree murder, stalking, breaking, and entering. He pleads not guilty, claims he barely knew her. Just a gym acquaintance. But the evidence destroys that story. The photos, the journal, the timeline, the rope purchased hours after rejection, the building security showing him entering her complex, his DNA under her fingernails. She fought him, scratched him, left evidence. If you're still here, comment justice for Vanessa. Let's make sure this case isn't forgotten. The trial lasts 3 weeks. September 2023. Prosecution presents the gym footage, shows the jury 6 months of predatory behavior, shows them Michael's obsession, his planning, his execution. Defense argues circumstantial, no witnesses to the actual murder, but circumstantial evidence can be overwhelming. And it was. The jury deliberates 4 hours. Guilty. All counts. November 2023. Sentencing. Life in prison without possibility of parole. Judge's statement. You stalked this woman for 6 months. You documented her life. You planned her death. And when she had the courage to say no, you took everything from her. You don't deserve freedom. Vanessa's mother speaks at sentencing. Says Vanessa worked her entire life for her body, for her discipline, for her success. And a man she never knew existed used that discipline against her. Used her routine to learn her patterns. Used her dedication to plan her murder. The gym has since changed policies. More visible security. Staff trained to watch for patterns. Signs posted about reporting uncomfortable behavior. But Vanessa is still gone. 26 years old. Future stolen. Because she said no to a man who believed he was owed a yes. Here's what you need to understand. Vanessa did nothing wrong. She worked out. She focused on her goals. She rejected someone politely. That's it. But Michael had been watching for months, building a fantasy. And when reality didn't match his obsession, he destroyed her. If you work out regularly, vary your schedule when possible. Pay attention to who's around you. If someone makes you uncomfortable, report it. If you see the same person repeatedly in your space, trust that feeling. Gyms should be safe. Routines should be predictable. But predators use predictability as a weapon. Vanessa's case proves that stalking isn't harmless, isn't flattering. It's surveillance, it's planning, and it can be deadly. Michael is in prison, Vanessa is gone. Her family has no closure, just memories of who she was and grief for who she could have become. If you believe women deserve to exist without being hunted, hit that like button. If you think stalking laws need to be stronger, share this video. And if you want to honor Vanessa's memory, comment, "Everyone deserves safety." Next week, we're covering another case where surveillance cameras caught the truth everyone tried to hide. If you believe in keeping these stories alive until every victim gets justice, subscribe, turn on notifications, because cases like Vanessa's can't be forgotten. She worked out at 5 a.m. every day, and a man memorized her schedule, used her discipline against her, took her life because she said no. That's not love. That's not admiration. That's murder. And Michael Shaw will spend the rest of his life in prison knowing the world saw exactly what he did.